Welcome, gang, to the first video in the Mars Maxi Singles episodes. This is episode 1. I am Mars. We're going to kick off the first video with some Maxi singles. Why not? And we're going to start with Depeche Mode. I'm going to kick off with Depeche Mode. Some of the 12-inch singles I've had, been collecting since early teenager. Now, many years later, still collecting. They're not the only ones I collect. There's a big selection here that we'll go through over time, but today we're going to kick off with DM. So let's kick off first with Blasphemous Rumours. Classic Depeche Mode song. This is becoming harder to find. This is a French pressing which I picked up in Japan earlier this year. Really good condition. Got it for a steal. Not even $10. I don't think $10 Australian. So that was a great find when I pulled that out of the crate. Next, People Are People. This is the German pressing, and this one is pretty cool. As you can see, it's got the German name for it, I think, pressed in coloured vinyl. I think that's what that says in German. So we've got a pretty cool green swirl. So there's the extended version of that on there, and on the B side, In Your Memory, the Silk mix, which I think it's a pretty underrated song. Maybe not if you're a DM fan, but I think it's a great bonus to have on the flip side there. So that's number 2, People Are People. The third one we have is Shake the Disease, remixed extended version, which also comes in pretty cool swirly vinyl. Very nice to have that one. And what have we got on the flip side? Flexible, remixed extended version. So a lot of these back in the 80s when I bought them, I bought from a place called, I don't know if anyone from Melbourne will remember this, Central Station Records. Iconic record store where we picked up all of the imports from overseas, the 12-inch stuff that we used to hear on late night radio. We go out and pick them up at Central Station Records. Iconic record store, not only in Melbourne, there was a few stores around Australia back in the day, so it was pretty sad when that one shut down. Next up, we have special edition of Shake the Disease, Edit the Shake. It's a little bit different, that version. Also on this is one of my favourite remixes of Depeche Mode. It's Something to Do, the metal mix. I don't know whether you can see that. It's a fantastic version, remixed by Gareth Jones. So we've got the metal mix of Something to Do on there, also a live version of Master and Servant, and another version of Flexible, pre-deportation mix. So that is a good find. I found back in the 80s at a vintage market in Melbourne, I think. And that's where all my pocket money went. Straight into records. Now this one is probably one of the rarest Depeche Mode 12-inch singles I have. This Depeche Mode Everything Counts in larger amounts on the A side, and on the B side Work Hard, the East End remix. But what makes this one a little bit rarer is it is in this completely clear vinyl, which is, there's not many of these around anymore, and if there is, you're going to pay a few $100 for it. So yeah, that's a favourite. It still sounds great. Another one I picked up from Central Station Records in Melbourne. Next we have Love in Itself. The B-side is Just Can't Get Enough, Photograph Review, Shout, and Photographic. This is one of the more common ones, I guess, when it first came out. It's quite a standard green. Nothing too special about the remix there, but gotta have it. This one, great song. Stripped, the Highland mix. Really great sounding quality 12-inch single, this one. On the B side of that, we have But Not Tonight. It's the extended mix. And no, they're both on side one. Strip, the Highland mix, But Not Tonight, extended mix. And on the B side, we have some really different mixes of Fly on the Windscreen. Another great Depeche Mode track from Black Celebration. So we've got Breathing in Fumes, which is an edit of Fly on the Windscreen. Fly on the Windscreen Quiet Mix. And the last one, Black Day, which are all edits of Fly on the Windscreen. So there's a lot of bonuses on this one. Depeche Mode fans, you've got to have this one. It's a great sounding 12-inch single. Next up, we have the 2 record set, 12-inch single, Depeche Mode, It's Called a Heart, along with Fly on the Windscreen extended, both extended versions on side A and side B. And on the second record, It's Called a Heart slow mix and Fly on the Windscreen death mix. So you get a few different versions of those tracks on there again. Next up, oh, what a great tune this is. Depeche Mode, Behind the Wheel. Behind the Wheel. This is the Behind the Wheel and Route 66 Mega Mix. Side A, Behind the Wheel, Route 66 Mega Dub. And on side B, Behind the Wheel, the extended remix, which is the Ship Pettibone remix. And Behind the Wheel, the Beatmasters mix. On there, great one to have. Next, we have Behind the Wheel, Beatmasters mix. And on side 2, we have Route 66. Great version of that on here. It's the Casualty mix. Behind the Wheel. Anyone who's been to Depeche Mode show will know this one. This is a great live song. Never Let Me Down. Get those arms swinging in the air. Side A, we have the Split mix and the Aggro mix. And on side B, we have Pleasure Little Treasure, the Glitter mix. Pleasure Little Treasure, the Join mix. And Never Let Me Down, the Sangarides mix. Iconic Depeche Mode song right there. Oh, here's one of the early hits. Depeche Mode, Just Can't Get Enough. Iconic artwork there. This is the Schizo mix. Still really good quality. And on side B, Any Second Now. Depeche Mode, Just Can't Get Enough. Another early one here, Depeche Mode, New Life remix. And on side 2, Shout, Rio mix. New Life and Shout on that one. Depeche Mode, See You, extended version. And on the flip, we have Now This Is Fun, also an extended version. Depeche Mode, The Meaning of Love, the Fairly Odd mix. Yeah, I must say this probably wasn't one of my favourite Depeche Mode, but hey, you got to collect them all, don't you? And on B-side, Oberkorn, It's a Small Town development mix. A little bit creaky, that one, but oh well, it's in the collection. Master and Servant. This was the original. This is the UK tour, which I think. I might be German. Who knows? So on the A side, we've got Master and Servant. Slavery Whip Mix. Set Me Free, Remotivate Me on the B, along with Master and Servant and Instrumental. Great artwork there. And following up from that, we have the US version, Master and Servant, US remix. It's a US black and blue version. And on the flip, we got Set Me Free, Remotivate Me, a different edit. And we have a remixed version of People Are People called Are People People by Adrian Sherwood, which I have, funnily enough. The next one here is just that. Depeche Mode, People Are People, special edition. This is on the Adrian Sherwood On You Sound label remix. So that's Depeche Mode, People Are People, Adrian Sherwood. And on the flip, we have People Are People and In Your Memory, 7-inch versions.